Hey, what's up? How you doing? Today I'm going to be going over some things that can be easily forgotten when packing for college and the mayhem and chaos that ensues. Some things are easy to remember, some things are harder and like fall through the cracks, and some things you might not even know that you should bring. So I'm going to be giving you, I think it's like 19 things, which is sort of an odd number, or 18 things or something like that. Anyway, going to be giving you the lowdown of stuff I think is important to remember to bring to college, whether you're living in a dorm or an apartment. I did a video like this last year listing some stuff, but I'm doing another one, a part 2, and this one has an entirely different list of stuff. So nothing on this list is repeated in that list, pretty sure. So if you want to watch that one too, I will link it above. All right, so let's just get started. If you're planning on getting a job while you're at school, definitely recommend bringing your social security card. Most places that you're gonna work at are gonna ask for that, so you will want to bring it. You don't want to leave that at home, especially if you're plenty of miles away. Your passport, potentially, especially if you are planning on studying abroad or could study abroad, or you just want to have it just in case. Passport. Health insurance card, or just information for that kind of thing, because if you get sick and you have to go to the doctor, you're gonna ask for it, you're gonna need it. This one, maybe an emergency contact list. If you don't like have the numbers of important people in your life memorized, then I recommend having this, because if you lose your phone or your phone dies or something and you're in a new place with new people, and like, how are you gonna get in contact with your parents? I don't think phone books are much of a thing anymore. So I mean, like this one, I don't have one just because I like have my family's phone numbers memorized, but if you don't have like everyone's phone numbers memorized, you might just want to like write them down somewhere. And then a lockbox of some kind to keep all of that sort of important information in. Like, you don't want your social security card just sitting out on your desk. You want to keep that in a safe place. So I recommend a lockbox, because especially if you're in a dorm and you have a roommate that you don't know, I'm sure they're a great person, but you're probably gonna feel more comfortable keeping your important documents locked away. Food storage containers of some kind. Whether you're living in an apartment, in a dorm, whether you have a kitchen or you don't, whether you're eating at the dining hall, fast food restaurants, or cooking all of your own food, I recommend having them, especially if you cook all your own food, because then you wanna save it, or if you wanna like meal prep. Definitely. But even if you're just going out to eat and you only keep like snacks or something in your dorm, you are possibly occasionally going to need a storage container of some kind. Whether it's you want to take it to the dining hall, grab some extra food, stick it in a Tupperware container and eat it later, or if it's just you have some extra pizza or something in your apartment and you want to stick it in there. Ziploc bags are another thing. Having those can also be very helpful in situations like that. Next is another kitchen thing: cups, bowls, coffee mugs, travel coffee mugs, utensils of some kind, that whole type of thing. Obviously, again, if you're living in an apartment and you have a kitchen, you're probably thinking, duh, of course I'm gonna bring that stuff. But if you're living in a dorm too, I still recommend having at least one of all of those things. Preferably more than one like spoon, like one mug, one plate, one travel coffee cup, one bowl, you know, that kind of thing. Or you can just do plastic everything and paper everything. I think I had paper, my freshman year, I just had paper plates. Recommend probably having a plastic bowl though, and not like a paper bowl. And I had plastic utensils, which is the right way to go. And that one, I think it's a pain in the butt to like just have a couple of spoons and forks and just try to wash them if you don't have a sink in your dorm. So plastic, bad for the environment, but good for lazy college students. Next one, still in the food section here, twisty ties or like clips to clip food bags. It is no surprise that college kids eat a lot of processed type foods. Bags of chips are frequent in a college student's dorm room, and if you don't eat the whole bag in one sitting, which you could, but if you don't, you need to clip it closed or else it's going to go stale. So just having clips, twisty ties, that kind of thing, good. I mean, I guess you could use like a paper clip, but I mean, it's probably better to just have like a real actual clip, at least one. Next one is a can opener. You just, I mean, you might need to open a can. It could happen. Next one, paper towels. You will probably not clean a ton, because that just is what generally happens, but you will clean occasionally, hopefully. And especially if you like drop something or spill something, you want paper towels. And hopefully some sort of like cleaning supply as well, a multi-surface type of thing. Next is batteries of any sort, just depending on what you have. AAA, AA, calculator batteries if you have math classes, watch batteries if you have watches. I mean, not a ton of things take batteries anymore, like actual AA or AAA batteries, but especially like calculator batteries is really a big one if you have to take a bunch of math classes and you have to have a calculator. Next is a flashlight. You have one on your phone, so that's great, but what I have found has happened to me multiple times. But what happened to me multiple times my freshman year, I had my bed lofted and I would somehow manage to drop my phone in between the crack between the wall and the bed, and then it would fall way back down behind all of the stuff that I had underneath my bed that was lofted. And it was dark down there, even if the light was on. Since it was my phone and it was also my flashlight, I needed a flashlight to find my flashlight, essentially. Some sort of stain remover. I talked about that earlier for like a multi-cleaning purpose thing, but also for your clothes. I like to have a stain remover spray if I can, but if you don't want to spray, you can just get one of those like sticks that you just like rub and then, you know what I'm talking about, those little sticks? Get one of those, those things are good. If you can sew, I recommend bringing a little tiny emergency sewing kit just in case you get a hole on your seam or something. You can just sew it up really easily and it's not a big deal. If you can't sew, that might not be very helpful for you, so it doesn't really matter. A little mini screwdriver or a multi-tool could never hurt if you want to bring one of those. They generally tend to come in handy at least once during your semester. And lastly, if you really hate sleeping when it is bright outside, blackout curtains could be an option for you, especially if you will end up taking a lot of naps during the daytime. But that's it, that's my list of things that you could potentially forget to bring to college, and you might want to not forget. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to me. I've been out new videos on Fridays. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.